Omaha, Nebraska is an old-fashioned kind of place.
Hi, Dawn. Can we go for a
The first thing I'm looking for is the house where in 1899 Fred Astaire was born. It's on the outskirts of town on South 10th Street, and I have a photo of it from the time. Gosh, it's not what I expected. In this 1900s census, Fred is listed in this very house with his parents, Adele, his sister, and it says she's 2 years older. But what's strange is their name. It's not Astaire, it's Austerlitz. Fred was born into an immigrant family. His father, Fritz Austerlitz, came all the way to Omaha from Austria in 1892. He met and married a local girl from a German family, Joanna, known as Anne. Like hundreds of thousands of other immigrant families, they were making their way in America. At that time, 1 in 4 people in Nebraska spoke German, and many of them worked in the breweries. Local brewer and historian Bill Barburik has found out how Fred's dad, Fritz, found a job in Omaha's Storrs Brewery, the biggest in the state.
So I have some things to show you, so.
Oh, okay, great.
Here's an interior shot of the Storrs Brewery. So that's about the same time that his father,
Fritz was working
would
here.
have worked there, yes. This would have been one of his cards, if you will, calling cards.
Because he was a salesman.
As a salesman, yeah. He got a job as a salesman.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And he would have gone around to the various saloons in town to sell the Storrs beer.
As Fritz began to earn a decent wage,
Walk side together.
Anne Austerlitz was ambitious for the children.
Together, walk.
She wanted her daughter Adele and her son Fred to move up the social ladder.
Walk side together, walk.
It was Mum who struck upon a great idea for the kids to learn to be dancers.
Squish, squish.
Local dance teacher Elizabeth Colclasure has discovered how Anne took her children to dance class to learn how to conduct themselves as Americans.
Step.
Why do you think it's so important for kids to learn to dance?
I think it's really important just because it teaches them how to interact with each other, it gives them confidence, and it also teaches young children how to be more like gentlemen and like ladies, and teaches them to respect one another.
Adele took to dancing instantly. Fred, though, was very shy and would only dance in partnership with his sister. This is a lovely picture. This is of the mother Anne, isn't it?
Yes. Mm-hmm. She always made sure, she wanted to install into her kids that they could be anything.
Yeah.
She always put her children first.
She had a great vision, I think, for them.
Yes.
And starting here in Omaha, putting them straight into dance class at a very young age.
Yes, and starting out in Omaha, just starting in a very small city and starting right in the middle of, the U.S.
And yet Nebraska was at the heart of a growing movement for change in America. The local beer industry, livelihood of so many, faced an uncertain future. It wasn't looking so good for the Austerlitz family.
This is a postcard that were put out by the prohibitionists, basically kind of as a scare tactic, if you will. And if you read it, Darcy, it is pretty
Whatever
brutal.
you do, whatever you do, remember, the saloon keeper is after your children.
We're still a ways off from prohibition, but I think those winds of change were kind of circulating.
They would soon start laying people off at the brewery. Once again, the family faced poverty. Anne's plans for the children risked coming to nothing. Fritz saw an ad for a dance school in Manhattan that was looking for new pupils.